Welcome to my video tutorial on folding the paper on your layout over. This is a pretty simple procedure. Once you wrap your mind around it, you just have to kind of think like your program. So first of all, as you can see, I have three papers. Well, I have two papers, sorry. 1 and 2. And we're going to use this one. And I also have a brad to kind of pin it down with. So let's shrink this down just a little bit. We're going to go up to the top and grab our freehand tool for cutting. Click on it. Click off the paper somewhere. Go down. Click again. We're going to kind of make a triangle here. Then we're going to go up to the top and click cut. Then we're going to slide 2 over and click paste. There we go. It appears to be, in just looking at it, one paper. It actually is 2. We're going to select this top object that we just cut. We're going to grab it to rotate it at the top, and we're just going to slide it over. We're going to match the edges pretty close with your triangle section overlapping the other edge, and I'll show you why in just a minute. There we go. Now you can't really tell, it looks a little folded, but we're going to enhance that a little bit by filling it and using our dodge and burn brush and having some real fun with it. So let's go up here to effects, fill with texture or color. We want to click on the picture. When we do that, our file section opens and our paper and our brad are here. We're going to choose the other paper and we're going to click done. There we go. Now once again, as you can see, it appears a little bit folded, but we really need to make that look a little more realistic. So we're going to go down here and grab our brad, drag it onto the layout. We're going to size it down just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to click again on the triangle piece. Make sure that the brad is not selected. So grab that triangle piece. Then we're going to go up to effects. Then the distortion brush. And you have 4 options with your distortion brush: smear, bulge, shrink, and erase. We're going to choose the shrink. This circle size, just choose the size that you need. The middle one is default, so we're just going to stick with that. And we're just going to click a little bit to make it a little bit distorted. Where it's a little wavy, it's not so perfect. There we go. Go down and click done. Now let me zoom in just a little bit and show you something. This paper, when I distorted it, this triangle piece, has the underlying paper showing through, and we don't want that. So we're just going to click on it, slide it up just a little bit. See the wavy lines that your distortion brush produced? There we go. We're going to make sure, once again, that the triangle selection is selected. We're going to go to Touch Up, Other Photo Repair, and the very first option is your Dodge and Burn brush. By default, when you open it, the brightness is set at 20. We want to make that a little bit darker. We're going to go, I find that -9 to about -15 works really good. So we're just going to stick with 9. I'm going to click a large brush, and then I'm just going to go over the edges, kind of like painting. It just makes it a little bit darker. There we go. And I like to add a little texture to that. And just paint it as well as you would like done. And then click done. We're getting there very quickly. Let's shrink this back down. Now see how that really appears folded this time and not just cut. Okay, now we're just going to shadow it. So click on the brad. Center it where you want it. I think I want this brad a little bit smaller. I'm going to shrink it down. There we go. Then I'm going to go with the brad selected, Effects, and then Shadow, and I'm going to choose a drop shadow. I'm going to go with Soft. I like to customize the shadow. I actually work myself in Shadow Lab, but for this tutorial I want to make sure that we use the entire dip program. Go to Customize the Shadow, lower the transparency down just a little bit, and let's slide it over. Now remember this setting because you want to keep your settings uniform. So I have the transparency set at 41. So I'm going to remember that number. Click Done, and Done again. There we go. Now I'm going to select the green piece here that we've cut out, our triangle, and go to Effects, Shadow. Once again, clicking the Soft, clicking Customize the Shadow. Our number was 41. And when you do this, of course, you can move the shadow around. You just want to make sure that your shadow doesn't peek through on this side. I want to slide this, peek this down just a little bit, and adjust your drop shadow to where you want it to be. Click Done, and Done again. There we go. A folded paper. Thank you for visiting my video tutorial on folding paper.